Millions realized. The midsection is the thing that literally holding it together. F you, bitch. F and F. Go F yourself, bitch. Shut up. Shut up. Now, shut his face. Fuck you. You fucking. I still remember when you were 9 years old, baby. Come on now, come on now. Oh, would you make me wanna shout? Kick my heels up and shout, throw my hands up and shout, throw my hands up and shout, come on now. Yeah. I just got destroyed by an effing cable holding thing. Bridge started to swing thingy. Thingy snapped and a piece of the bridge was blown off. Another piece of the bridge suddenly exploded off. The bridge was starting to wiggle and wriggle itself to pieces. Garbage truck was flipped over by its tail as the last at the top of the road loop broke off. Before another cable blew off, kept it totally off of the suspension bridge's entire structure. Then the end frame started breaking apart and the front part of it broke off. And that's when it suddenly lowered harshly. The semi-truck was immediately tried to roll forward, its brakes not suddenly having failed, and some people who were clinging in front of it after the semi's driver had immediately abandoned the car. The semi then started to shoot and did topple straight off the side of the bridge and into the hole in the bridge, falling straight down vertically and blown to pieces by the rocky bottom and the water below. Farther behind, a four-passenger sedan, specifically, was had been traveling forward. Just as the bridge suddenly blew apart in front of it. Holy frick. The bridge drove apart and started jumping up as two of the cables. The four cables, or two of the whole ring thingies, snapped. The bridge started wildly swinging, its metal frame having torn apart. A small section of bridging being there, a gap torn there. Some people then would run backwards. So the sedan tragically would just start slipping downwards. Suddenly fly over. And then the driver of it, Martin Cowell, after he dove out of the car, getting one of his children out, as he stood up, one of the cables that had torn away was swinging wildly, and it would swing straight into him. As he stood there, it would fly his head and cut and slam into him, wiping him out and throwing him across the bridge before his body then slid down it. Fasten, his children were both in the backseat. Also, that was cool. And then another section of the bridge fell down, just being torn apart. Now let's just pretend that's actually a level-headed level, aka that's actually level with itself. Now the bridge as it should have been wooded. Suddenly started blowing its flame apart and blew one of its cables off, lowering it significantly. Another cable suddenly blew off a chunk of the main ironwork. The other side of it, and it tipped wildly over. Or another one broke off. Now, if you would just please pretend with me that was leveled. That was levelish. They had a jump over there. But that section blew apart fully. When it suddenly lowered down to this level, it snapped like that. People still holding on to it, ripping it for their lives. Suddenly a chunk of its end broke away and collapsed down to the riverbed, leaving only half of it still there. Anyways, let's continue the story on. So now, with a wildly bucking piece of the road bridgeway thing, it suddenly caught its way upwards as pieces of it swung wildly. One section suddenly broke away and fell over, leaving the other section to be hanging fully vertically and the other one to be wildly swinging in the air. As it tugged around and pulled on the suspension bridge, garbage truck that had been toppled still there. And the sideways one broke its way fully off and collapsed downwards. But then the vertical one suddenly snapped. Not only its cable, but the entire side of the suspension bridge had broke off. And then another thingy of it that broke off. Then a chunk of the underside of one of the bridge's parts broke off. If now the bridge piece was hanging on by a single thread. And the other sides of it suddenly broke apart and collapsed downwards, finally chunking the dump truck away and collapsing the bridge. One untimely fate as another section of it broke away. Now the hanging wreckage dangling from up above it. He said the wreckage of the bridge, with the suspension bridge now hanging, dangling around. When we talk apart now, dangling sadly, going around and swaying a bit.